Let me show you a 10-inch Google Android tablet. So if you like the form factor of iPad, this could be your best option if you're looking for iPad alternative less than $200. So first, let's open the box. So this is the case. You can slide in your tablet into the case. And here is another case, but with the keyboard. This one you have to purchase separately. That's the tablet itself. And within the box, you also see this connector, which allows you to connect to the Ethernet cable. So in addition to the Wi-Fi, you can actually use this to connect to the internet. And the AC adapter. Okay. All right, so let's turn on this Android. So Android, the operating system, is based on Linux. So the startup time is a little bit longer than iPhone or iPad. But since most of the time you don't really have to turn it off, you can put them in the hibernate mode or just leave it on. So I don't think this is a big problem. The layout of this tablet looks very similar to an iPhone or iPad. So this is an iPhone. So you can see the relative size. The layout is almost identical. You see the rectangular shape, black frame, rounded corner, and this big home button at the bottom. And we can also compare with a normal book. So you see it's slightly bigger than a book. All right, so this Android is actually running the latest version 2.2, which is kind of like optimized for tablet. So you slide that to turn it on. The Android user interface is very similar to iPhone and iPad. So if you know how to run the iPad, you can guess how to run this. So you can actually slide the screen. Let's see. And slide them back. So there are 4 dots, 2 dots on the left side, 2 dots on the right side. So it shows their total 4 screens. And you click this icon, it will bring the application page. This has all of the applications, and you can actually create a shortcut on the home page so that you can put those applications on either this page or the next page. Okay. First, look at the hardware configuration. So this is a menu called menu icon. So at any time or in any program, you can click it. It will bring up additional menu if there is a one. So here we can look at the settings. And if I go all the way to the bottom, look at the about device, you can see this one is running on Android 2.2. And for wireless, you can see I connected to a Wi-Fi. All right. Then let's look at some applications on Android. First, look at the email. So this brings up the Gmail. I can click any of them. Slide up and slide down just like iPhone and iPad. Okay. Can show pictures if you want. Okay, so this is the email. If you want to reply, click this button. Okay. And this will bring the keyboard, the soft keyboard. Okay. Then let's look at the multimedia files gallery. This application will search the storage and find all of the photos and videos. So you find all of those. If I click one of them, you see the GUI is actually really nice. You can slide left and right. Click a photo. You can do a slideshow. You can stop it. You can manually swipe left, right. Okay. You can also watch videos. Here is one. So this model plays the highest resolution of HD video. So it supports 1080p. The video I'm playing is 720p, so it's not the highest resolution. Okay, turn off this one. So this home button is slightly different from the home button on iPhone. You click it, it's basically going to the previous page, and if you hold it, press it and hold it, then it will quit the program. Okay, let's look at the music. So you see here are the two stereo speakers. Of course, you can use your headphone to listen the music as well. See, it goes back to the previous page. All right, then let's look at the news and the weather. This is another application. So it will bring up the weather at the location you specified. And also you can use this to read the news. It's basically bring up a browser. So for the news. So the screen, the touch screen used on this model is a resistive type. Most of the Android are using resistive type of touch screen. So the touch screen is different from iPhone and iPad, which they use the capacitive touch screen. It's a newer technology which supports multi-touch. So on this one, if you want to zoom in, zoom out, you have to press the button, zoom in, zoom out. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. The resolution is quite high. It's 1024 times 600. So it's actually really nice for browsing the internet. Okay. And this one is Android Market. So Android Market is similar to iPhone's App Store. Apple's App Store has about 300,000 applications. Android now has about 200,000 applications. So pretty much every application that you can find on iPhone, you can find it in the Android market. Install applications is actually very simple. Let's say, for example, if I want to install this one, you just have to click it. And most of the Android applications are free. Click install, accept permissions, yes, okay. So it said that so the application will be downloaded in the background, and you can, in the meantime, you can do whatever else you want to do. And once it's installed, it will give you a notice says installed. So that's actually one of the multitasking that we'll talk about. So the notification is here. I can slide this down to see the notification. So you see this application called Movies is just installed. Okay, can clear the notification. All right, so if I back to the application page, you see this application is just installed. The browser loads really fast. I search Android. Okay, so those are the Android results. So if I click one of them, so you see the web page load very fast. And of all those applications, you can actually just change the rotation. You can hold this in a different orientation, and it will rotate automatically for you, all orientations. Okay. Let's see. As I mentioned, all of the applications, most of the applications you can find on iPhone's, Apple's App Store. You can find it in Android's Android market, like for example, Facebook. Look at my friends. Okay. And this is another example. Pulse is one of the most popular RSS reader on iPad. So you can slide the left and the right to see the different news from each source. Slide up and down to see the different source. So you see, you can click any of them. To load the article. All right. Then let me show you the Microsoft Office. Okay. For this, I'm going to read files from my USB as I showed you before, this one has a USB port, so it's very convenient. You can just plug in a normal USB. Then I open the file browser here. Going home. So this is my U disk, USB disk. So it shows all the files on my USB drive. So I can, so for example, this is a PowerPoint file. I can click it to open it. Alright, I can go to the next page. Next page. And I can zoom in. Right. Okay, turn it off. Okay, the last thing I want to show you is this keyboard case. So what you do is you can just slide the tablet into this case, put it over there, right? So this is really convenient, especially when you use some of the applications. For example, you use the email. Okay. And you can here do the edit. Just use this to type in. Oh, sorry. Close up the plugin. Okay. Very good. So, see. That's right. So together, this becomes a mini laptop. So if you buy this model, I highly recommend you buy this laptop case as well. And when you close it, it just becomes like a book. Alright, so in a summary, as I mentioned before, if you like the form factor of iPad and looking for a cheap alternative, this would be your best choice under $200. It has a pretty high resolution, 1024 by 600. It's a resistive touch screen, running the latest Android 2.2. The CPU is 1 GHz, very powerful. Memory is 512 megabytes. The built-in storage is 4 gigabytes flash, and you can insert extra micro SD card that can store up to 32 gigabytes storage. And it has this keyboard case you can buy, and together it becomes a mini laptop.